Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Loso, in case you didn't know so, aka the Spiritual Healer, with a little insight and a little download on this good Sunday of August the 17th, 11 a.m. One of the Bible verses that came to me this morning was the phrase, in the beginning. I know one of the King James versions talked about in the beginning, the Word was God and God was with the Word, or the Word was with God and God is the Word. There's also a Bible verse that says, in the beginning there was darkness and God said, let there be light. Both of those are very profound because they very, very much let you know that what you speak becomes existence. That was the first note in the Bible of how to manifest with your words, how to be powerful with your speech. But the Bible did exclude a very important part, that in the beginning there was darkness and God said, let there be light, which would mean that God had to be conscious of the darkness. It would have to be noticed. It would have to be something that would have to have an impact on him. And then before you can have the words, you have to be conscious of the surroundings. Then you would have to have the thought to correct whatever it is that's going on. So before God said, let there be light, he had to be conscious of the darkness and then have the thought that he wanted something opposite to that. And that's as far as I'm gonna go with that. I merely brought that up because that is exactly how man should work. In this realm, we speak a lot, and we have to be mindful of the words we use, the phrases we use, not realizing that those words and phrases stem from our consciousness, what we first see and perceive, and then the thoughts that follow what we perceive. So I'm not gonna make this video long, just about learning to understand that before you speak, you should always think. But take a very good assessment of your surroundings. Look at everything. Look at all the scenarios. Try to be more mindful of what it is that you want to create. Because that's exactly what we do. We observe, we speak, and then we react. Not realizing when you react on impulse without a clear, conscious idea of what it is you really want, you get anything. The law of attraction is what you think or what you speak, you get back to you. Not realizing that a lot of us put certain titles and names on ourselves for whatever reason, be it to fit in, to adapt to the social norms. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why we do and say things. We speak negativity on ourselves and then have mixed emotions or surprise when the negativity comes to life. Another Bible verse said, God said, let us make man in our image, meaning that we have the ability to be conscious and speak what we want into reality. Now, I'm not saying everybody on this planet is a God. Well, I won't go that far, but I will say that you still have the ability to create your own reality. And your perception and your consciousness is what is shaping and creating your own reality. That's just a little insight, because a lot of us don't realize that, like, today is a sunny day. There's a lot of stuff to be thankful for. And I'm pretty sure if I wanted to be in a negative mind state, I could think of a lot of things to complain about today. But that wouldn't be beneficial, not to what my overall expectations of my life would be, or my overall expectations of this day, or my overall goals. So speaking negativity into a situation, even if it's just to acknowledge it, don't give life to those things. Don't, like my cousin Summer says, don't consent to that. Don't consent to negativity. And sometimes people will bring you negativity. Be mindful of who you share your information with. And also realize that sometimes those people who come to you, they only know negativity. So don't allow them to place the negativity into your life if that's not what you want. If that's not what is going to be beneficial to you. So on this good Sunday, I'm empowering everyone to speak positivity, speak life into what it is you want. Even if it is raining where you're at, don't acknowledge it. Just be happy that you're able to breathe the air. And if you're not able to breathe the air, just be able to acknowledge that you're able to see the surroundings. In this case, people have, breathing apparatuses to help them breathe. My baby boy just got his breathing tube removed, so I'm mindful of that. Sometimes we need assistance with things like breathing. But I won't make this a long video, not on this good Sunday, not on this good sunny Sunday. Going to go in there, do some writing. I just put my baby boy down for a nap, so I'm really, really, really in good spirits because today was the first day I was able to hold him chest to chest. And I didn't realize it at the time, and that's why he's my teacher, that I needed that. On this Sunday, I needed that. I also got a call from my cousin, Summer. I needed her wisdom this morning to get me in a better place because I woke up almost like a cloudy day. I woke up with a little gloom, and I wasn't going to let it get to me, but because I decided that I wasn't going to speak on that, the universe brought me different ways to get out of it. First was my cousin Summer. Second was my son being able to be held by me in the way that makes both of us comfortable. As soon as I put him chest to chest with me, he went to sleep instantly, and he slept so good. He was snoring, which means my baby needed rest, which means he needed me to help him rest. And he may have known it, but I needed him to get me out of my mood. I needed him to make my day sunny like it is. To make me acknowledge that, you know what, it always could be worse, but it's always good if you look at the good. There's always something going on. There's always something going on. But it's up to you to acknowledge and only focus on the good. It's up to you to give consent to the things that you want to be a part of your reality. I'm not going to be the dead dog. I'm not going to be the dog, period. But anyways, I'm not going to sit here and harp on that. I'm just going to say, today's a day of love. So give love to somebody. Give a compliment to somebody just because. If you've been having issues with somebody and, it's really not that important because nothing's promised. Like, some of us could leave tomorrow. Like, there are some people who could leave tomorrow, and I won't speak that negativity on anybody, but just be mindful that every day is a blessing. So live it as such and share it, pay it forward, pass it forward, pull it forward. I don't know the phrase, just pay it forward, there you go. Spread the happiness, spread the love, you know what I'm saying? And I want to say thank you to everybody who reached out to me yesterday, you know what I'm saying? Yesterday I definitely needed to pick me up, you know what I'm saying? My man Cecil, I appreciate you, bro. Like, I appreciate all y'all who looked at the video and gave me some shots out, and I appreciate everybody who's been in contact with me, man. I just want to say thank you, publicly thanking everybody, man. I know it's a lot of people. I love all y'all. I show it different ways, but I really appreciate it. If you help me keep that battery in my back going, you help me recharge. So thank you to all my guys I play basketball with, you know what I'm saying, who's been giving me love and reaching out. Thank you to all, man. I love all y'all, man. And again, to those who I don't say I love you too, you know what I'm saying? Even if we don't talk all the time, even if I don't get to see you, you know what I'm saying? I want you to know that I really appreciate all that you've done for me and my family, as well as just the love and support you've given me throughout the years before all this stuff happens, way before. But again, enjoy this beautiful Sunday. Hug somebody, love somebody, kiss somebody, just tell somebody thank you. Pay it forward, man. Loso, I'm out.